We ask your blessings on them, their family members. We ask your protection, Lord Jesus. Let them overcome and climb each hill that looms in their future. Let them set the standard and tone for the rest of their life. Let them show each by the standards that they set of duty, of honor, of country, of values, of doing hard rights and not easy wrongs. Let them remain truthful to that standard, and let them go forth and serve you forevermore. In your name we pray.
The object of Kemper is to develop in harmony the physical, mental, and moral qualities, not to make mere scholars, but to make men. Professor F.T. Kemper, 1844.
To put the significance, first of all, many of Kemper's graduates were initially too old to fight in the Civil War, which started about 20 years thereafter. During one of the first battles of the Civil War, that took place in June 1861, less than a mile from this school, 2 of our graduates died fighting on opposite sides.
I think it gave me an opportunity to find out who I was and what I could be.
I feel that we should be, paying respect to Mr. Kemper, because if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be us. Other people came along and they tweaked his ideas and his fundamental thinking, and hence all of us.
In 2002, when Kemper Military School and College closed its doors, the Alumni Association continued to stay together.
No regrets, nothing.
Good.
Other than looking in the building. I kind of, I got my memory of, the hallways full of people.
Yes.
The hallways always had noise, always colorful, always something going on, and you look in there now, it's like ghost town.
Basically what it boils down to is, if we choose to do this, what we can do is we can contribute some money collectively. You collect the money, you buy the building. That's the first thing. The second thing is you have to maintain the building, you have to staff the building. So you're looking at a building for $100,000, you're probably going to need $75,000 or $80,000 a year to maintain it and staff it. So if you want to endow that, you get to figure at 5%, so you need another $400,000 to do that. So it's about $500,000 minimum.
Retired from the military, and then he came straight to Kemper, and I came to visit him, and I stayed in one of those rooms up there, and I got here at night, but I hadn't seen any cadets or anything like that. And the next morning I woke up and I heard reveille being called, and then I heard voices, and I looked down, and sitting on the steps were some cadets talking and joking around, and they looked so important in their uniforms, and I realized that I'm going to be part of that, because I already knew I was going to be coming here for cadet. Now, one summer I spent my entire entire summer working for Kemper painting all these rooms. Probably still paint on all of them.
We've been teaming with Wentworth for a number of years, trying to work out a program where we could still continue to help young people continue in the tradition of Kemper Military School and Academy. And in that vein, we've developed a scholarship program that we are announcing today.
The spirit of Kemper keeps on giving. And in carrying out that objective, the scholarship committee has its goal of keeping that alive, but not just keeping it alive as a solitary activity, but keeping it alive in partnership with you here at Wentworth. We believe that both schools have the same goal of putting out, if you're in business, you call it a product, but putting out an outcome in our men and women, our boys and girls, that can really go out and be that next level of leadership. They can go out and make a difference and pick up the ball. And come on, these days we need good leadership, don't we? I mean, if there was ever a time, no matter what your orientation, we need good leadership. And so, as part of the scholarship committee at Kemper, we're starting with the Chief Abraham K. Ignacio Memorial Scholarship. And in fact, in our presence, we have Francis Ignacio and Nadia Ignacio Fudge, if you can stand up and. Chief Abraham K. Ignacio, over a 35-year period, worked with a whole lot of us, both with a stick and with some love. Now, for many of you it was chief, but each of you know that there's been some administrator, some teacher, there's someone who made a big difference. This scholarship is designed to not just go to the super exceller, but we want to look for those boys and girls who have shown some capacity to be overcomers. We're looking for those boys and girls who the faculty believe have a lot more in them, a lot more they can give and need that little help. So we're starting here. We're moving forward with this, and then we see more scholarships to come.
It was amazing how Kemper accepted me as a part of their family. And my philosophy with young people is it's everybody's responsibility to support and promote people. And that's what we do. That's our that's our job in life.
But we are very grateful for your support. We're excited about what's happening, and yes, we are very excited about having State Fair Community College here. Community colleges bring a lot when they come to communities, and we feel this is just going to be the start of some opportunities that are going to be very interesting in years to come. So Dr. Drennan is the president, and she is an excellent partner, and she is very active and visits. She sits on the Kemper Redevelopment Steering Committee, and she wants to see every inch of this campus developed. And they actually, if things go as planned, which it'll take a few years, their plan is to expand into the building next door. Is it Science Hall? Science Hall. And so we're got our fingers crossed on that. The YMCA continues to just do wonderful things in Johnston Fieldhouse. And if you've never seen that facility, you really need to try to take a tour of it, because it is so wonderful. It's just such an asset to the community. And so that's really a good thing. So we've got 2 anchors on either side, so we've just got a few buildings that we're going to work on in the middle, and we actually have some things going, some opportunities that may come up on that. So we're hopeful on that. Nothing that will develop real quickly or easily, but we feel it's probably going to be worth the effort.
that I consider very, very important in talking to the young cadets. Integrity, enthusiasm, and judgment.
Finally, I need to mention that Kemper was also foundational in Tom Maxwell finally, at age 42, finding my way to the foot of the cross. Yes, like most cadets, I hated going to Vespers, and I also hated going to Sunday church in downtown and finding a Boonville adult to sign my chip. But those were the times that had started planting seeds in my spiritual life that helped me in my faith walk.
We were house parents, and so we were as much mom and dad as we were military leaders for the kids, and mixed emotions from that time. Sometimes it was easy, and sometimes it was very difficult. Just imagine living with 70 7th and 8th graders day and night, 24/7. It was
knocking on your door at the middle of the night when I was in charge of the girls because they weren't feeling so good. I am, you know, that kind of month type thing, and they'd be knocking on the doors, and I'd bring them in and give them hot tea and a couple aspirins and just let them relax a bit.
Man, for 2 years, I got a very good education, both life education as well as book education.
They learn how to understand each other, how to know what the hard knocks of discovery learning can do for you. That's the best learning in the world, hard knocks, because this is the one that you remember because it's painful. And for all that, we produce a lot of great citizens for this great nation of ours.
Speak every man the truth to his neighbor. Execute the judgment of truth and peace in your faith. Let none of you imagine evil in your heart, and love no false oath. Thus saith the Lord. This sword is placed upon this Bible as a symbol, that you will protect and defend the truth which is taught within this book. This is your duty. This sword is placed upon this Bible as a symbol, that you will protect and defend the truth which is taught within this book. Let this sword and its cross-shaped hilt remind you of him who is the way and the truth and the life. Let this blade and keen point remind you of the obligation you are about to assume, and that this obligation is backed by the dreadful judgment of being morally dead though you be alive. Behold the standard of honor.
In the heart and the crucible of this military academy environment, the ideal is not to just put out another drone, but to actually create people who can make a difference in society.
do it now or you want to wait?
No, we're just practicing.
We're just practicing.
This is our practice. We're trying to get the tune right.